Just so annoying. This thing keeps making my phone stop doing shit. That video I was making last night. Just woke up and bullshit just stopped it. Anyhow. Arms looking better. Let's see how bad they've messed up the analytics today. Yesterday was 789, before it was 800 and something, and then they reduced it to 799. Let's see if they bring it back to 5 or 300, right? Better didn't even do anything. Do something. Wow. 784. 395. He knocked me back to 784. I used to have 42 hours just yesterday, and 800 views just yesterday. And now, I'm so confused. Why the hell there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos with zeros next to them? What the fuck does that mean? I'm so confused. Why is it counted if there's zeros? What the fuck does the zeros mean? Alright. $63 hours. How do we get 39? Alright. Rats climbing. Juma Mubarak, everybody. Poor people in Iran having to vote for the quiche lemmings puppet master. Got another follower, it seems. Let's see what the count is on this today. So I still got a bunch of videos I gotta upload to Yousteal before I can get to this one uploaded. That's beautifulness in entirety of cold fusion all day. Winter going on. Still just that view count. Suppression. Cold fusion, if you actually ever see this, it's in the top of the titles of my stuff. One of 37 experiments I showed live. Cold fusion happening. It seems like other things are important in the world than someone finding free energy and giving it for free. Making it to where the robots in the game can actually be powered and stuff like that. But who cares, right? There's other things in the world like Pokemon and shit. Get a hold of Mike and see if he'll come out.
Oh, yeah.
Come out with his boy, he's a good person. Little Kevin, I haven't seen little Kevin since he was 11 or 12.
Epic. It's so nice to see people doing work.
He's out of high school now, so I was seeing I know where summer's graduated either this year or next year. Little Kevin.
Yeah. See him there, Mike.
Little Kevin's not little no more. As I was trying to show you, you're just stuck on the first page. It's the finished thing. If you go through it, you'll see.
I saw it all, honey.
You did? So.
Yeah, it's true. Like 15 pictures.
See. So if remember, we did this right here. On this part. We never finished the side pieces over there.
I know.
Henceforth, the boards that we're standing on right now are on boards that are not. Henceforth, why I said, why did you build up?
Out of need, just not wanting to be cold and wet.
Alright.
I'm telling you why.
Yeah, that's.
Because winter.
It sounds like a beautiful fucking thing, but yet this still is not put together because of such.
I understand. I haven't said it is.
And you're still cold, and they're still wet. So that right there, as I was saying, does not make no sense. If you build something properly, then you're not cold, you're not wet, there's no draft. The thing doesn't have to be taken completely apart. The materials that you use to build that.
Oh, totally, I agree with all of that.
Can't be used to remake the next thing, so it's like we gotta borrow that material back over.
Yeah, I agree. The project should be followed through and completed before jump to the next stage. Yeah. I feel like we've already said this a long time.
I know, but for some reason you got a project going right now that's done the same way as this. Another project, we're doing another project, and another project, another project. Look at that beautiful plasma. Maybe. Oh man.
Easy.
Dude. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
What is that?
What do you mean? You got blue with pyrite.
Azurite? Like a pseudomorph azurite?
Nope. It's from Pakistan. Pakistani brothers come in and they say, what? Especially the super, super old brothers. They go, do you got any of this? This color azul? And I say, hell no, dude. How old are you? You know, this stuff right here has been dug out here recent. It's younger than what you got on. When they bring in a beautiful piece of lapis.
Oh! Lapis? Crystallized lapis like that?
See, in Hall-Name.
Afghanistan?
See. And L.E.N.R and azurite. You can grow some beautiful stuff with that. Think of what's going on with people with the white, the yellow, and the black molds from OC43. What it does to your hemes and release. Now, if low nuclear reactions was proven to be able to be done in transmutations in animals and plants and so forth in 1977 in the Nobel Peace Prize, to the reverse of the hemes of the way, like, you know, how that's done in that decay, and like what I stepped into where I got burnt on the low scale, the gamma radiations and so forth that are hitting with people with aortic and other things, and that mold that's feeding off the gamma, I think it's coming off more than just the gamma.
That's how you need pieces of background. Instead of the gamma radiation it produces. How long did it take for the mold to start? Like, because it says a basement. Was the mold already there? Because it started like on feet of radiation and it excretes like more spores or what? Like, how is the cycle go? I don't know, when it comes to tiny life like that, I don't fucking understand it. It just seems like it's linear, right? Like they get something in, they eat something, they only feed off one thing, they only have like byproduct one thing. It's like
Excuse me.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Any podocytes? You know. What you got there, brother? Grind it down and make fuel. Oh, shit. Allahu Akbar.
Is he giving you credit?
Here, check it out. Look at those colors.
Rubies.
I'm going into the future.
Wow, that's a blue fluorite.
But not for it.
Has to be. This is blue fluorite. This is Pakistani fluorite.
I didn't see the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's blue. No, blue pearl. What's that?
Is that fluorite? It looks like it. To me, on the surface, like the purple ones.
Yes, but no, it's an aqua with cesium in it. Henceforth the blue.
it's misonite. See, look.
See, I know.
That's the trick, because it like combined with this.
And the thing for me to go and get that the day
Because you
that
needed zinc.
the day that stuff goes on and so forth, Spirit has me making that the cap for the piece.
The silicate was a rare
What
of
happened?
the two, and was named for
Heavy
the
metal
molecular
toxicity
weight.
from inhaling the cesium and cadmium and fucking lead and so forth from the solar panels going this winter. Threw my body off and threw a bunch of positive zinc into my body, which made my body absorb and throw off my negative zinc and caused issues, bro. Issues.
You know this it's fluorescent too on the short wavelength 253.7 millimeters and weak light pink fluorescent in long UV. So it says it's super rare. The silicate was the rare of the two. This unusual form, which is typical of only a few minerals, means that the crystals are terminated by dissimilar phases.
Mm-hmm. Do you comprehend when you look at them? That's why I was using it as the cap. I heard the brother that didn't get to Michigan.
Yesterday I read in the news that they did a yacht, like a yacht that it has a crystalline lattice that it makes it glow in the dark. It's a hybrid yacht that it has a crystalline lattice that it makes it, they call it crystalline lattice, that it makes it glow in the dark. Huh. This has dissimilar phases. Most commonly forms crystalline crust and layers, also massive granular, rounded and reniform aggregates, concentrated as
You get globular bullshit. What I got is some of those, but then here, I'll grab the flat and I'll show you what's special about that.
Occurs as the product of the oxidation of the upper parts of the spherulite.
Oxidation process. So how does something get liquefied and oxidized? Because remember all our crystals, people forget, and you remember all my writings that I talk about, I say I'm evolving something because I'm doing orb. And by reducing something and oxidizing it, you're causing the magnetic, electronic, EMF, intrinsic data field, all whatever the fuck you want to say, heavy side, small side, soft side, heavy, weak side, strong force, weak force, whatever the hell you wish to say, is orb. You're getting oxidative reduction potentials happening. Well, I'm reducing stuff down. Reduction is gain. Oxidation is loss. It's oxidizing. It says right there. It's oxidizing. I'll show you the thing. Why? On. Oh, it's the same. black is the platinumite. As you see from redox. Amorphite is the clear blades. Smithonite is the light blue to green.
And is this wolfenite?
You got some wolfenite there.
Yep. Wolfenite crystals.
And the black is platinumite.
I think that's the only one that has wolfenite. Oh, that one too. That has some nice crystals. Yep. Wow, that's amazing. That looks so different.
Well, that's in a water container right now.
Wow, that's amazing. It looks like that malachite. Yeah, that's right. From Congo.
DRC. You see the layer striations and so forth. This reminds me of
Oxidization. Oil.
oil is lost.
Is lost. So meaning that there's a mineral, there's
Something was a negative giving off its
releasing.
ions. And this is your positive. Reduction is gain. Calcification, alchemy.
Forms. It says that this is 54.2% zinc, and that it comes from the oxidization of sphalerite. And if you click on sphalerite, it says that it's a mineral of zinc, where the iron content is high. Sphalerite is an opaque crystal variety called vermatite. It kind of looks like galena, but with a really interesting crystallization. Has a cubic crystal system.
I need to pull out my
This guy feels like it's floating in your hand. It's crazy.
I need to pull out some of our sericite.
Yes. A big galena on it.
That guy in the black tourmalines and the dravite melting together with the titanium. The chromiums and the green tourmalines and so forth. It's interesting the reds and the browns that come out of the black tourmaline. And they melt down because they're impurities that give them the color. They're still a metal. It's interesting watching them melt. And then reform. That's what that is right there.
I got those azurite crystals. I'm gonna, the single azurite crystals blades. I'm gonna bring you those. I got 4 of them. That's exactly what you needed it.
One of the last things I got for myself. I'm not leaving there. So you see how that silver actually feeds into this?
Well, it had fused it here and the tip so deeply. Whoa! That when you put it
right
like this, it does like a focal point, like the sunset.
Right here.
Yeah.
I had heated that up and drug it across it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has like these focal points, so it looks like a sunset, like the sunset, sun setting right there. Has like that beam, like.
If you take that and you put it over your meridian, you see it feels something.
Oh yeah.
That's why I want to get those wands and those fuses. You can fuse into that silica a lot better than the other stuff. The ions and so forth, that transfers with the body a lot easier. Way better healing tools. Everything made out of that. Everything else is stupid.
And see, had suggested to activate my meridian by placing the infused glass with the plasma, and I did, and you can truly feel it. Like, it's super amazing. And then I started just coming through and trying to release a little bit of tension that I've been holding right here. And you can definitely feel the change, difference. It's really like coming through. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's just from a little weld right there. It skimming across. Put everything back together so I can put this together.
Do some of these on your face, baby. On your arm.
Oh, I've been doing that with the pennant, huh? I've been doing that with the pennant. I've been doing that with the pennant.
That's amazing. Motion?
Matches up with like the Smithonite, how you get the opposing faces, but then the chirality of such convection. And it's supposed to, now the icy is amazing. This is what I think is sick about these people, right? Hour ago we were talking to brother, right? And I typed to him and I said I got mail number, send me a picture, right? So what is this? Paid ad. Crazy. I'm going to town tomorrow. Be getting the plug status things to where I can flip this over and fill it. Just bring them out of the container. Be getting the other one from down there, putting them here and docking them. I'll be filling this up with water and going grabbing some more. Fill these up. I have 1,000 gallons of water sitting right here where I can pump and be ready in case anything happens again. And fill up the 4,000 gallons that we got on each side. We got the solar controllers and pumps coming. I can electrify these guys. Do 1,100 gallons an hour. Pumps off of them. 2,500 tanks. One over there and then a 1,500. I have 1,000 gallon right here. Let's start and spray, aerial and so forth. Top there. Looking good. It's hard not to touch the place. Itchy. You know, loving life. It's better than all this burnt. The elder we bought the property from gave us that pump. Getting there. Beautiful elder gave us that pump when we bought the property years back. This is like the second time I've ever used the darn thing. The $1,500 pump. When I looked it up a couple years back when he gave it, like I never used the darn thing. When you use it now, hook dry cell to it, running on hydrogen and everything. Get everything running on stuff. Motor in that strong enough to run my 140 amp alternator out of my compressed natural gas van. That little thing that just happened. We got all this ability to carry water and so forth. Right now, let's put it together so that if something out of our hands happens, we can confront it. You know? Head on. Like I did. Take to the head. But have a little bit more reinforcement behind it. Ooh. That shit slowed me down there for a second. I'll tell you what. 6 days on from having 4th and 5th degree burn. Heavy metal toxicity, toxins, gamma shock, depolarization, ionization of the body, and sped up my thalamus. Crazy. Top here. Getting over 2 kilowatts a day now, when before I was getting below. So I learned a lot. That's always what matters, you know? Pump we've got. Look at how much it is right now. TLE20. TLE. That's what brother gave us. So I can try. We can do that. My property is epic.
Trying to get what?
bless us with that thing. I don't know why it's been until now that we use it, but good thanks. I'm glad we got it. You see some nipples. Water. Get some water. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Get all of our containers and everything filled up, our big ones and so forth. Stop wasting time. When the fire gets you, there's no time. Just do it. Yep. So, as long as I'm recovered enough to move around, my arm and everything, yeah, get shit going. Buddy! Clean the car off for the first time in like 4 years we own this on this. Shit. Type here. Clean out this container real fast and do such. So it might clean the sediment out of this guy. Clean this out and replicate it for the other two. And for the big guys. Oh, suck the rock in the pump. Gotta take the pump apart. Dumbass. Go ahead and make it. Go get the tools to do that. Beautiful day at the water though. Other than that, beautiful day at the water. Can't get as much water as I wanted to get. So notice it's kind of going slow. Suck the rock in there. Oh, that's what I do. Use a bottle on the end of the hose. Cut holes in it so it don't sit at the bottom and suck dirt in like it was doing. And put a mesh filter in the line. Should take it to the donut, boy. Bella constructed the thing.
This is your drainage.
For her drain. Fills it in so the water only goes that way.
Only one way. I
For
just
her
gotta
gray
go
water.
and get new piping, but this is the sign. And then this comes out and it can be collected. Check it out! And it fits on the floor. Yeah. And you know, boy. You know me.
She don't know the Romeo. And I gotta over here use a wrench.
Fucking downer.
Don't hit me.
I'm gonna fucking keep on it.
Huh? I wasn't downing your stuff. I was just saying to you, dude. Now you gotta find the level. Find the level. I don't underestimate you. I just say to you, you gotta keep that in there, incorporate that into your build.
It is incorporated.
It has to be the first thing.
Not spirit forced me to.
It has to be the first thing.
So check it out. Así. Perfecto. Easy job, man. Then these are gonna fit perfect. There's no gaps. Look how I mastered to do the laminated floor, and you never seen it like this. There's no gaps, nothing. It don't look like nothing. These still gotta go in. I haven't said that yet because this will give me the access to this.
See.
So I can take it in and out. The piping goes in there. There's enough room for these two. And Maria be here like so. Then it's gonna go that feather finish. All this is gonna be thin concrete. I just did the floor for it. This is gonna be thin concrete. And this is my shower dance. I do this when you don't see me. I do. This is like my victory dance. But with the roof, the roof goes out to here and open up like this. Step in, have a little bit of breath, and then you can take your clothes off here, la 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 la, and two people can shower here. And you know, I thought of these like taking these panel out, but it's good for now.
Ah.
But it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's
This is
epic,
gonna be
dude.
all white, so nobody can see. You know, like there's no weak points. Everything is like high here. There's no like, oh, there's people around. Everybody can access the bathroom.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is gonna be closed. And then I say eventually, once we deck all these out, these can be just incorporated. So you walk into here.
See.
Into these like open galleria area, mosquito netted. That then we're gonna do
The tiering and so forth.
Yeah. For now, just no mosquitoes. I gotta just do the roofing, set it down, put those guys to it to do the support. But for now, I wanted to see how it was looking.
This works perfect for summer, but not to speak over you, as I said, for winter time because of the snow, you'll have to double up those so that you don't have them break.
That's what I had in mind. It was what
Like this guy, if you continue, sorry to speak over you again, that and this, since you're coming out like this with your porch, if you do a thicker board and do it on the inside, do like such, then you can mount the two boards with the tree to help with the winter-wise weight with structural support.
Oh, it was gonna be just this here, out here.
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh yeah, to come from here to there. Yeah.
Step
like
back and look at what
kinda.
I'm explaining to you.
Yeah. So just this part have some support to the trees and.
Yes. And again, attach it to the trees so that it takes the weight off of this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this, with the boards that you're using, it won't take the weight of the snow. It's perfect for summer.
Which is almost over.
Just think about wintertime.
Oh, Mama! No, get out of there! It's drying! Romeo, you're on my fucking design. Dude, no.
You know how.
Gorilla glue.
You know
You're
how.
gonna be stuck there, like Romeo comes with a shower.
He's running around in circles.
Oh, you're gonna hate it, Romeo.
Look
You're
at his
gonna be
face.
wet.
Look at his face. You know he's talking
He looks
about.
rough. That's how you look in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, Ramos.
Mama, where you been at?
He had to leave his little mark. You know how like people write their initials in the concrete when it's wet?
Yeah. He's gone. Yeah, don't you think it's perfect? So basically, I had to take these out because I reinforced.
See, I comprehend, but it this I'm on. The way that you're doing this, you need to make sure that that spot is concave so the water goes into there.
See, yeah, and it is actually concave. If you were to draw water, it would run down like this here.
Yeah, but you haven't put the concrete stuff you're talking about.
No, but I'm still gonna keep that
And
pitch.
if okay, be it that your ground flexes. Never mind.
Well, this is not a concrete base. It's a type of thing that sticks to itself, so it wouldn't crack. Supposedly, it wouldn't crack. But
Okay, baby.
we'll give it a try. Let's give it a try. But yeah.
Epic.
You think so?
See?
So these
Just
fits right here.
Some modifications and strengthening and other things, and again, aesthetics, wherever that is going for your outport and collections and all that kind of stuff has to be allocated into your build. And again, separated out and all that kind of stuff, and how you sterilize and da-da-da-da-da-da. Let that cure out.
Epic, huh?
See?
Who comes out with one like this?
That's using your noodle.
Don't need no container that gets dirty, goes straight out.
Filtration and some inline UVCs.
I'm an inventor.
Alright, I need to do this pump. Yeah, I'm gonna rot. Little rot sucked in there. Spilled out. A little rot like this, honey. I tried to do like a little dredger, a little rot that on the bottom. An itty bitty one. Clean down there. Get that ring back in there and this thing back together. Go get some more water. Put together some inline screens from some tea infusers. In this part, I potentiated for the inlet that goes down on the water, so I don't have no stuff. Best I can do. Tuck there. Yo. Doing over 2 kilowatts a day now. Tuck there. Just on this horse, on the workhorse. I'm generating about 5 to 6 kilowatts a day on solar. And finally getting the wiring to actually use all of it because it's just there standing by. Get that fire underneath it. Make it where you put it together along to the waveguides, connect and have a purpose, you know? Love and light. Boiler's back to doing her beautiful thing. Cut out some earth for some spliffs and go grab some water. For food and fire. Back at the Shaw Burger, you know? Victor Shawburger. Looking out at Safe Horse now. Used to power our mine runs for ways. Different parts of it have been destroyed, but different parts of it still work. Beautiful enriched water. No green. 516. Got the pump going. Be having this on a hydro dry cell. Got a nice clearing here. I'll be doing on other parts of the property where we have air cleared up. I just have the Morpheus done on panel, Morpheus panel done on metal frame, set up with city amps, and we'll use electricity to generate power for the dry cell to generate the energy for that, to create gas for such, or just for electricity for electric pump, so you don't have to hear the motor. And a different way of taking the water, because one is centrifugal, the other is push cavitation, another one is magnetic cavitation, and whatchamacallit, centrifugal and centripetal. So an impaler, or never mind. My mind's not working straight right now. It's ugly. Where's the heaviest I've had this thing pulled up the hill? We gotta go. Ground this. Whoa. Yeah. Got it docked. Transfer the water over. So of course, look at the fittings for that guy and the other big one. Get it pulled over here. Blah blah blah. Get on top. Let's see, they reduced me
Pero
down.
escuchá, estoy en el último paso que me está pidiendo un screenshot porque le puse mi información de impuesto y cosas así. Y te quiero pasar una vez que esté todo completo, que ya me dé el acceso para empezar a enlistar, te quiero pasar el nombre de usuario y contraseña, así vos podés también tener acceso y todo eso. ¿Viste lo que es la vida? No, boluda, todos mis celulares y todo eso, y la tableta y la computadora está todo sincronizado y todo se acuerda mi contraseña de cuando me lo creé, pero no me acuerdo yo mi contraseña de cuando lo creé. Entonces estoy esperando a ver si puedo cambiar la contraseña desde adentro y pasártelo. Pero quiero que vos tengas acceso porque todo lo que te muestran los videos, supuestamente una vez que estás adentro del Seller Central, ya no tenés problema de ir viendo vos en persona. Y es como que una cosa te lleva a la otra, ¿no? No de eso tan complicado. Oh, te decía que una vez que estás en el Seller Central, una vez que estás logueada, me parece...
It's funny, you remember when I allowed to finish the eye, little drone, that this is off with, that every time you used it, you asked it, what's wrong with you? The same thing. It came from or vice versa. Erasing the people's information. Don't says that. Wow. What was that? 787 last night. Beach festival's coming up. Oh, rocket's picking up. Reservoirs and so forth, yeah. Crazy. I think the reservoir next to us at 20%, maybe 25. The summer ain't even started. Crazy. Who cares? Flying over the property right now. I had to keep an eye out for his airplane again. More complex fire burnt. He's going over right now. He's talking about the North Fork. There's a lot of moving parts here.
some fundamental facts are that,
that we stay on.
well, look at that fire damage. Let me swing around and you can take a look at it. Fundamental fact is that while California's population has exploded over the last bunch of decades, California's water storage has not increased to meet that increased.
So glad we're on the top of a mountain with our own water. Ready to share if people want it. KELEA water. I've never seen the water that low. I think 2013 it got that low. But I didn't see a picture of it. Shasta Dam, the bridge to go across. You could see the railroad tunnel from 1905. Hadn't been seen. And since that time, that's the lowest the water got back in 2013. And they said we come out of the drought. We never came out of the drought. They've been using the scalar wars and manipulating our stuff. Lizard regrowing the skin after molting. I said a lizard regrowing its skin after molting.
No, just how they have the defense mechanism that if you pull their tail out, like they'll regrow it. I don't know if it's a lizard exactly, but how they shed, I guess, and the ability to like regrow healthy skin.
That's molting. That's when they're getting bigger. Well, I was asking because I was confused by your words. Losing a tail and regrowing, it's different than molting.
Yeah, it is. She's a lizard. I think she might have referred to the process of them growing out of their skin and shedding off and having new. But she said she's so young for a thing or something.
A little crispy. Crazy. None of my facial hair was burnt. None of my arm hair was burnt either. All the hairs are on there. Huh? Boy. The anemia pain hurts. This stuff messed with the shape of my red hemoglobins. And hemes are already damaged from the VAPTase protease inhibitors from the copperhead venom that still cycles through my body. This one, like my oldest child's mother, plays games not understanding mentalities, mental structure, and so forth. Damage from things, either from head injury or seizure or a combination of both, or from the venom and heavy metal toxicity that she had scanned and so forth as the other had the same ability to douse. So of seeing reality. Interesting. Only other time I've seen my arm and my flesh do that is with the copperhead venom. Anemia and so forth. Crazy. This stuff caused issue with my D-dimers. Causing the hemes. The ions from the silver on the flesh. Making the nerves regrow. But mixing of the misfiring of the hemes. The red blood cells. The ion pumps and TRP1A receptor sites and so forth, creating energy from the outside stimuli. Burns worse than the initial burn. Interesting feeling. I'm trying to figure out if it's exacerbated from the anemia that caused from inhaling chemical gases, or if it's a mix of the two. This is causing extreme, interesting feelings with vision, mental state, and feeling of the body. Got not a couple of my plasma bottles that I made specifically for these things. I've been holding, meditating with. Beautiful thing in life.
See, I'm gonna go into town to pick up those packages.
Yeah, I'm with you so I can upload the thing.
Sorry.
Nothing. I'll see you when you get back.
Can't hear you.
I was gonna ride into town with you. All I said was, sure.
Bucci, let's.
I'm getting up right now, honey. I'm sorry. If there's a worry, I'm sorry.
When you're ready, let me know. I'm ready. Just let me know when you're ready.
Got a video up from me. Catching everything up. The last video to this one. I'm done. My contribution to the world is complete. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Drive past the Pacific Pride oil station's been here in Marysville since a couple hundred, about 100 and something years back. Free energy has been presented 8 years ago to now. Ignored, censored, shadow blocked for 25 years. Y'all win. It's your turn.
Such a novice when it comes to.
Check it out. And then I did this, and so the water is gonna
Okay.
come out. I just need
I
to
don't
have
see
the right
why you couldn't
feeding.
do anything differently. So you did pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that, now, epoxy, you should have used, you want something to drain in or no?
No.
You should have used that the really good stuff is Flex Seal.
Oh, Flex Seal, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. It
If
comes in a spray too.
Yeah, what you should do, that's pliable.
She used the Gorilla Glue.
I use Gorilla Glue. It says it was all weather.
You
So
almost think you're wet. Your pants just supposed to not get wet like diapers, and they still get wet, right? It's just like you gotta have. Gorilla Glue is awesome. It dries and it's pliable, and it makes a smoother surface. You'll have water standing.
Got it.
With the Flex Seal, it's smooth.
Yeah.
I've applied Flex Seal before.
Got
It's
it.
made for like gutters and stuff, but I used it on my weather stripping on my car. Freaking shit works the numbers, man.
That's a good idea, actually. We need to do that to
The spray,
a couple of things.
Spray the weather stripping on my van thing came up, and I was thinking, what should I do? So I had this tube of Flex Seal, and I just lightly put on my finger and it's ran across the bead on there. And
Do you mind? Would I be able to exchange numbers with you, brother? Since you don't work here no more? I'm just asking in the sense of
yeah, no problem.
she had put that together, and literally yesterday the thought was to, inshallah,
We thought of you yesterday.
Oh, that's so sweet.
the free will of being able to talk. Just remember the last time
Yeah, of course,
the beautifulness of humanity.
Of
But
course.
now being able to talk with you in a sense since you don't work here and you don't have that
No,
and so
big
forth.
deal. I'm cool with. I'm open to all. He's already gone to Hajj twice.
Nice.
One at 3 years old, and one at 21 years old. So he made his journey. It's good. Inshallah, we make it again.
Inshallah. But just remember, those on the outside may not know what's going on.
Of course.
If you understand what I mean
Yeah,
by
I
that.
know exactly. I know exactly.
It's those, if you was to say, the blessings of Allah being upon him, being able to have such, those understandings and understandings, the veils are lifted for him to see in the family you know. But as me outside, maybe I'm poor. I don't understand.
There's things
Help
that-
him see ways to open to where if he is able to give zakat to someone
Yeah.
in a manner of not just physically giving it to him,
Yeah.
but just in his mannerisms to help to where the next generation, your grandkids.
Pious and generous.
Yes.
Of course. My dad was very, very pious man.
Subhanallah.
And religious. He said dua for everybody, not just family. He was the alms giver. He would give to generously give to the masjid. He like not 10 grand, 100 grand, stuff like that. So yeah, he had an honest living.
Just so that it isn't lost as time goes by.
As much as you give, the more you would get in heaven, in Jannah. Yeah, I know. Well, thank you. You guys
Thank you for saying
take
hi.
care. All right. You have a good one. I realized, wait, I know those couple. Nice.
Hold on.
I heard it.
You're clear.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful to see you and take that time.
No, inshallah.
Last year was such a beautiful year for the night.
I inshallah will pray for you as well.
Thank you.
It's this brotherhood we have. You know? We pray for the sick, for betterment, everybody. You know? Even if you're not sick, you pray for somebody's betterment.
See?
For Muslim brotherhood.
Always.
All right, salamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam barakatuh. We don't have our professional no more. Beautiful.
Like a champ. Tell you.
That's the exit one.
You got the word from the planning department. I'm kicking ass.
Oh, and I think that he addressed was the same thing that I tried to say to you. Was at the end, you're finished. For like your concrete and so forth.
Yeah.
Because of it's not being on a solid base. Is what he was trying to illustrate. Because you have that on the mesh, it can deform and so forth. And you'll get standing water because the way that it cures out. We're just standing in the sun for an hour now.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Hey, A real texted me and she asked if I can help her harvest. Possibly to late contact.
Dude, where's the video that I just put up? That's crazy.
But no pot.
Why doesn't it show this process? We've been talking to dude for a while. That's crazy. Should show that it's processing or whatnot. Showed it was processing while we were talking to brother. Why? Where's the video? These people are sick, man. No bullshit ass stuff, email or nothing from fucking them people. Where the hell the video at, dude? Whatever. I'll move on to the next and upload this. That's crazy, man. Second video going up. Dude, where the fuck did the video go that I uploaded? That's crazy. That's so crazy, dude. Where did the video go that I uploaded? It shows it in YouTube creators as pending visibility. I just spent an hour uploading the video. Where'd it go? It's ridiculous, man. Censorship is just, oh my god. Super strange. Now they actually show the video, but nothing. It's crazy for it to be in processing for over an hour, you know what I'm saying? Just now showing it because of uploading the other video. Sprinkler heads and stuff. Grandma, where the hell should we go for? She already unloaded the car. Her stuff. Went up. Get everything caught up. See if I get the hydro plant and everything going. Where the Oregon? This censored and really can't see it. Way back up. 28% to go. Inshallah makes it.
If there was a fire, like L.E.N.R or something. Sure is a fire.
Switching out the plastic. 3/4 inch piece of pipe. The threading was getting messed up from use. I wanted it to be nice in case of danger. I really need it, you know. So switching that over, and I think I got all I need for the 1500. 2500. I need these aren't going to. It's going to the full 300 gallon ones, but I need a 3-inch coupler, but flex. I go look at the 2500, so I was just needing 2-inch pipe. And gluing it, attaching the stuff to it. But I'll put that together and not attach it to the tank until I move the tank up here. Grab some pallets and so forth, make a platform for it. Tuck there. So we can put this in here. One for this guy, the other big tank. One for the trailer. So I can run hydrogen. Run a motor on that. And off of solar. And same for the other big tank. Umbrella. Doing our stuff. Pull up the 1500 and put it next to the 2500. Start filling it up. I gotta get a couple more pieces where I can do it like 1-inch output right now. I got what I can use to do it to a 3/4 water hose figured out at least. And connect to that. Do that. I don't know, to a 1-inch pipe. Tuck there. Get this guy pushed off. Get inside it and bump out that dimple. 1,000 gallons in this area. Yeah. Have the capacity to do more. Just been sitting, engaged lazy. Fill these up. Clean this stuff out around it where it don't catch on fire. But for right now, get this full. So we got water. Top there. Almost. Gonna go get me some water. Got it put together. Take this end off, or I can put the other one on there. They didn't have a reducer piece. 1-inch or 3/4 at the store, so take the piece off of that one that I use for the 3/4 right now until I can get the 1-inch piece. Make it work. I'll grab water right now. Fill this thing up. 2,000 gallons right there, so 300 on the trailer. 300 over there. Super clean. Good water. Clean out everything. Beautiful, you know, green with water. Wait till I swim holes dug out bigger. Put all this in there. Gotta come out of mine. Beautiful. Tastes good. Feels good to lay in. Dropping the first load off. Boom. Up there. That all set up. Be clearing that up for the 2500. Gonna go out there. The pond's gonna get dug out on this side, and that's gonna go in the center of it. Boom. That stuff's gonna be cleaned out. There's gonna be a pond right there. A 40 by 40. you doing, son? Second load of water, filling up and pouring it over. Do 500 gallons today and have some on standby, and then fill that in and fill that 1500. Grab a couple other adapter pieces and move to 2500 over, and get this carrying this part of the property and so forth, and the other parts as we're able to in time. Turn all this out more. All this. That side. Coming in with the load. Drop it off. We're done for today. Do some work tomorrow. Make this getting out for the 2500. Put it up on the hillside that way. Be having fill some stopes in with, line them with plastic, fill them with water. Same it over here. Drain the ponds. Fish and so forth, getting mosquitoes in. Fire baby. Food. Jump in the boat. Figure out the fire system in here. I'm going to do it like the shop system, or well, it'll be sprinkler, metal piping, pressurized, mist, but also big. Clean up all this. Pond over there. Get a pond over there for the hydro plant going down the hill with the pond connected to the other one that I'm digging right now, and then a big pond. Pond, 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 and that creek that goes through, and then a small pond on the secondary road that I dug, connecting to a stope that collapsed. Love him, Mike. Jimmy Mubarak. Happy Father's Day, everybody. And Juneteenth. You know, big ass reactor right there. Another one. We'll be sending high frequency energy through there. Because you know where water flows, energy goes and food grows. Time for that. Since can't do this any other, I'll just scale it up on a bigger scale to reduce it down. 4,000 gallon water reactor's going right now. Here this week. Entering the laboratory. What do you think I show? No. Got more solar panels. Push these over. Do a small pond over on this side. Once I'm done up the driveway over. Right there. Finish cleaning this out. Pulling out that. Get more of the bat houses up. Get these in cages up off the ground. Hydrogen. The light show already shows videos of different things running. Love and light. Oh. Reactors going. Plasma. KELEA. So the charges. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 Yeah. Doing some beautiful stuff.
Oh yeah, the magnetic shower. I was looking at discharge hoses now.
She got her hose set up for a shower. Get up that shit, man.
Magnetic shower head.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi shower head. Well, wireless.
See.
Almost got the Bluetooth shower head. That's the one that you can play music while you're in the shower.
See.
I told you they had it, the Alexa, the lazy, activate lazy music. But it wouldn't be magnetic.
Let's see what's going on here. How many? What did they take away so far? Wow. Even more numbers have gone down. That's crazy. Down to 726. $36.9. It was like 30 hours or missing. What is going on? I threw up a video showing that they taking videos and these fools get pissy or something. It's almost 50-50 with subscribed and non-subscribers. 54 subscribed or non-subscribed, 46% subscribed. That's crazy. That data. Them fools straight took hella hours. This morning. Took I just keep taking views in hours.
So remember I told you we were running a sale? She shared the coupon yesterday. Not one person has used the coupon. There's been sales, but the normal traffic, but not one person has used the coupon. You've seen how is it when we do something like that? That it's like fucking crazy. Not one person has used the coupon. I think it's pretty crazy. Out of 100,000 people, it definitely has something to do with. What's going on? I'm like, okay, that's crazy. I don't even know how to tell this lady.
Almost. Let's stay over here, baby. I see the fox. There's a mountain lion I don't want to mess with. That's what that good old sound is. Wow. I knocked down another 90. Another 90 views. What the fuck? Why do they keep taking my views? Wow. These people are sick. India has completely disappeared. It's just Iraq. What is my views? My views keep disappearing. Those people in Iraq are looking at it. That's a trip. It's almost 50% of the people from Iraq. Portugal has disappeared. my stuff is down because you keep fucking taking my views. What is going on with my analytics? Ever since fucking Iraq. Go grab some more water. Figure out what to do. Wow. So many people, like the brother in the video, my cousins, and so many people we scan, and they don't believe themselves until it's reductionism, where they cut it away, which doesn't do anything. I'm still sick. Getting better. Grabbing water. Talk beer. What we're gonna have. I found a friend, take down the garden. Some work to do. So we build up our farm, food farm. Plasma reactors going for next year's food production on grand scale. Wow. Wow. I held up really good. My eye and everything. Wow. My cheek. Worse than 50-degree burn. Soap running around. Bam. Back like new. Talk beer.
Empanadas and barbecue fish at my house in Argentina.
Everybody's together as they should. Said everybody's together as they should. No separation. Talk beer. I was trying to do it before you got up. trying to do it before you got up because he was looking out. It is crazy. The fox literally runs with the mountain lion. Last night I didn't see the mountain lion when it woke me up at 3 something, 3:50, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Romeo was all spooked on the porch. The queso was out there. So the fox, that male fox. I seen it in the light. It tripped the motion light over there.
Yeah.
I seen it. I think that's what you seen that night, not the mountain lion. Because they run together. That shit tripped me out.
I thought too because of the tail. Yeah.
It's long. It's like
But thin.
long, but only this tall.
The mountain lion?
I think I seen it last night. That wasn't the mountain lion. It looked like a fox. Because the mountain lion did its call twice.
Yeah.
With my flashlight on. But the thing I was looking at didn't have cat eyes. It was short. Had a tail like this long. Looked like a flame. Front of it came like the self. It looked like that male fox that you see here in it right there.
It's a fox. But the fox is not making the sound. The fox
No.
is going with the mountain lion, but we're only getting to see the fox.
See,
Mama, where you at?
I'm always right there on the porch. I was looking for him, so make sure the fox didn't eat him. Roommates. Roommate in the forest. Get the water here so we can see the roommates and ourselves. Get food for everybody going. Insects and stuff. Romeo, it'd be easy if your silly butt would get out the way, man. You out there staring at the tires. You're a little cat. I'm trying to run you up, man. Get out of the way, man. Romeo. Efficient. 9.5 amps, 290. Yeah. just rocks. The filter, pine needles, and all things like that. It was sucking up all kind of stuff. Solarize it, magnet, imploder it, fogle it, and we'll have some nice, beautiful energized water. I love the green hue to it.
To the water?
Huh?
The green hue to it.
To the water.
Yeah.
Use electricity because I don't feel like hearing that pump.
Oh, just for here.
I just don't feel like hearing that pump.
Yeah.
Alright, to make a little soundproof thing for it. I'm gonna run on hydro. I'm gonna do a closed loop system for the microhydro plant. Brass couplers, there's always one side of it that's messed up. Always wants to go one side through. More efficient DC pump. This guy. Tree it all. Transfer. Tap into. 175 gig battery over here. And charged by the solar. One like this. Start pumping water. Put that on there better. Now it's over here. I have a solar cell set up on this. That one, 2500 when I go out there. I'm gonna have go down and get some more stuff. I have the solar controller still. They'll be tied into the big auxiliary 12 kilowatt battery bank. 24 volt. This one's 12. 12 volt spots for the main. Keep that pump and so forth going. It's gonna be 24 volt and hydrogen car. A couple other modifications I'm doing, chainsaws and everything. Up there. So much better hearing that. Which the other pumps will be getting. Won't be hearing that. I'll get some shallow well pumps and so forth. The pump you showed me here last night, have you seen what it was? It said deep borehole. We don't have a well. You
And
understand?
so we don't, yeah, and so we don't have, well, it's just looking at the specs of being able to run a...
Just looking at the specs of what it's using to do what it does. and the piping system you got to use with that. You understand? Think of what we're doing, or I should say, think of how you're going to set up your water line. What kind of pumps you going to use, kid? Just remember why I went electric with these guys. Now they got those newer pumps I'm trying to go for. Is that gas one wouldn't pump the water through the line that I was trying to get through. All that stuff over there. And I had to use these guys. Just remember that. It was a hard lesson. They're pulling almost 1,000 feet of piping and shit through blackberries. And then figuring out it don't work. You gotta redo it a couple more times and find the pumps that work. Now I ain't doing nothing over there, so these pumps don't work for what I need. I'm like, oh dude. They're good pumps. It's just too slow. We need something same strength but more flow like the gas, but no gas. Yes. The other pumps that I sent you, they do 3 times the amount of work that this does in an hour and 1.5 amps less. So we're using 9.5 amps right now, solar energy to transfer this. Workhorse. Running like a champ.
It's like goes, it does like the offset, and then
Transferring that over. I think Apollo's leaving, I'm not sure. She's doing what she's doing. I'm finishing up what I'm doing. Make sure we got 800 gallons water right there by today. Okay. And she's not leaving. I'm going to grab and fill this thing up. And the ground over there flat where I can put the 2500. The sun's starting to get over there. I gotta do it early in the morning. It hurts in the sun. Still. Let you long as you lie. Pharrell mentioned you in the comment. Excuse me.
I'm having to check Facebook over the messenger. I'd rather get on Facebook. I read it.
Gary and Leon and everybody. Another you not staying on your shit. And just thinking like the brother that I bought my thing from that is a gang. You gotta stay on people's asses like they're staying on your ass cheeks.
It just seems that it's
Because why they couldn't find it is the probability of it manifesting itself was not there. You made it manifest. You understand? I seen that this morning. everybody from going in this fear state and so forth and going backwards in their things. Set themselves on timelines. Y'all have seen it. Hello? Education have been trying to help you with an understanding of what you're doing. Hello? Hello?
I just think it's crazy that
Every person that you work with, if you do not help them understand, and they just think this is a fucking game, like you. All them thousands of people you scam.
that probability just keeps growing if I cut it at a 30%.
Thousands of people that you scam, that you think this is a fucking game.
I don't think it's a game.
Obviously you do. Because you argue with me, I'm putting my stuff up because I'm tired of fucking arguing with you about trying to talk with you about this stuff. So I'm showing you this. Here, you're going to see a cascade effect of this throughout people. As you've noticed, of the people that we've gone to since we've been away from them. As you've noticed. Hello?
A year ago, or a couple, remember when the pandemic started, she messaged saying that I had picked it up through her son, but I had told her she had a tumor in her brain.
Yeah.
And
That's when she came and said,
and she said,
when she came and said, I seen you, me, in the dream, and he was telling me about something. I was telling you the same shit as my wife. So they said it was you on the porch. When I had you hold the plasma. He told you what's going on with you. And I went to my wife. And she did that scan. You understand?
I want to read
That's why I said, I don't fuck around on Facebook other than to check on things.
If it weren't for Stanford, I would be still in undiagnosed stage. You pick something up in my throat and brain, all of which are affected. The complete and overwhelming exhaustion, along with the body aches and labor breathing, calcium dumping into the blood. That's the thyroid. Surgery soon to remove the tumor from my parathyroid gland. Peace, sister.
Pay attention, man. Stop for a while. But this is why I'm on your ass. What? These people working with shit that's fucking people's time and off. These working the same to you for half a decade. I'm making stuff to make it to where this can't revert. Otherwise, those people that you fuck with, you've explained to them, I can keep doing this. You can't keep doing that. You must address the issue. You can keep doing that, addressing the issue and getting rid of it. Not reductionism.
Yeah, in the
Reductionism. Called cut away. Cut away. It's still fucking there. Just now that is not there. Therefore that filter's not there to help. And so it exacerbates to another system. Sarah hinders from the room.
Yeah, that.
From person after person after person.
Yeah, all of this is her ear, her nose, throat, nasal, smell, like otorhinolaryngologist, and then brain here. Brain, nervousness, connective cells, cancer, parathyroid disorders.
37.7.
I said and all of these, I had looked it up. These are endocrine issues. These had come up as endocrine issues.
So, please, just for a second. It's a wake-up call, honey. I see it every day when I go on and I try to say, hey, check this out of Tavo. Hey, fuck you. Ah! And I said, wait a minute. Oh, because I responded in a manner of how the little smirk tried to come to save your face. Stop that. Me myself too. Stop that. I tried to explain myself why I said about the bulbs. I got brain trauma and it sounded like something was hurting you. I asked you if you were okay. I'm talking to a Tavo because Tavo, I scanned into him. The man looks like you now. I was saying, hey, check it out. Fuck you. Okay. Here, let me show you some what's going on in your side. Because you don't want to have these talks with me. Ever. And the plasma I'm trying to show you. These people have worked with it. Her name is on a fucking letter to the judge. Every person that's helped in that manner is getting erased, homie. That I've noticed. The scan was done
Years ago.
3 years ago.
Wow. This is the after when I did the balance.
I understand. For 3 years.
One has been
You
sitting...
should be on this woman's helmet like I was on yours for 3 years, like I was on hers and she stopped talking with me. She came in the shop trying to say this silliness is my mom. Oh, I want to do the brand thing. I said, no, honey, that's not going to help you. Why? Why? You're doing concentrates. What is that going to do to this? Mama, stay away from that. Why? Heavy metals. It's going to mess you up. That's why there's a video of her brother Gary.
I'm gonna do a video for Farrell right now, and we tell her like, because that's 3 years ago.
We did a video for brother Gary. It took him a year to go and address these things. Unfortunately, after doing such, the cancers that my wife had explained to him manifested themselves, pancreatic cancer. But what we found was the pancreatic cancer was not due from his body causing it. It was actually done from the Valium and other things that they were giving to him to anesthetize him to do the tests and biopsies.
Yep. Yep. It creates the environment.
It just causes fucking snowball effect. Van der Waal. Is that a potentiality where the biomes are created and got the nice little epigenetic trace markers and they create themselves? And one nocibos themselves with the potentiation, the dielectric to electric to the hydroxyapatite crystals that control and do their little pseudomorph intrinsic knots that extrinsically get excited from the signal being fucked up and change non-differentiated cells into stuff that it should not be into. And the body knows what's wrong with itself, and forth. Why the modality I helped my wife learn of intrinsic, because that's all I've studied my whole life, intrinsicism. Intrinsics. If it's off, the loud tropic intrinsic rattle will show you. That's what she scanned on sister, because we're all crystal. It's all energy. Surface plasma and resonance. Why I'm agitated about this, folks, is because Miss Farrell, she's a mom to me. Almond Street, when I was a kid, 6th grade, I went to school with her son. The boy passed away.
Yeah, autoimmune laryngologic, and then...
From suicide. And been trying to talk with sister about things, but she's come back in my life a couple years back. I introduced her to the wife. She didn't want to hear what I had to say and some things. I tried to talk to her about some stuff, what was ailing her. So the wife explained with her feather, facilitating herself for sister to be told by herself what was going on and the modalities of getting rid of such. But these things, you cannot reductionism cut it away because phantom limb happens and it's still there. It's like my mother showing she has uterine cancer even though she had a full hysterectomy back when I was 14? No, 17. No, 14 or 15. But be it that
3 motherfucking years.
But be it that my mother never addressed the issues that were going on with that, which caused, again, phantom limb. The uterine's not there to have the cancer, so it spread to my mom's vulva. And she ended up getting
And the colon too.
in the colon because of Libya and so forth. But all from the signal being messed up. She had no ailment. From vampirism, entropy, and potentiation of, say, root shock of trauma when people are young, molestations and other things can happen to a person, and rape. Just like an abortion causing a person to have uterine cancer because of the stress of potentiation, the person wondering what would ever happen, or what that life would have been like. Then you have also the trauma that goes along depending on what the surgeon is doing the abortion.
Yep.
They feel like they're murdering or doing the things that they're doing in whatever modality. It will also help with that potentiation to where you can't have kids again or end up getting cancers and other things. These people understand and know this, but they act like they don't.
No joke. How fucking powerful are you? This woman got shown by herself because I had no. But 3 years ago, when I scanned this woman for the first time, when these concepts like this would come up, I first had no idea of this medical diagnosis, on the Western field, like, no idea. First of all, because my background on disease or ailment or people getting sick wasn't that broad. Honestly, I've been lucky of having people around that have not have many disease manifested on the physical plane. And
I ran a co-op and have a repertoire of having the fucked upness of having.
And so what I was telling Ezekiel a couple of days ago was that my sin is that all along I had the information in front of me because I was able to, with my trade, bring up the information to this plane, but then I couldn't interpret it or digest it to give it to the person. So as the middleman or the medium interpreting this, that's why I thought it was really important to sit down with the people, even though the scan at the time would tell me that they don't have the mental capability.
But that's why I used to talk with you and see what are you going to say to these persons. There's all this information.
But there's certain points and things
Both
that need to
channels
be.
I have done, the group, the business page, all of this information all has to do with this. The KELEA group all has to do with this. How do you fight this stuff? Kinetic energy limiting electrostatic attraction. Self-adapted viruses. This went past her brain barrier and is in the area of what my specialty is. All the information that I put there, why I get frustrated, because why? Stuff that is on a video, you did a scan 3 years ago. 3 years ago is when I did what? I made something that defeats that. Henceforth here, look at this. You understand?
Yeah, she needs to address her hormonal balance. These all stemmed in the brain. I did not scan the brain itself. I scanned the endocrine system.
See,
This is coming from
smacked energetically by something that's making it to where now her mind, because one is still messing with, like, say, footsteps to peace type thing, and the butterfly, and the whole, why we had 3 weeks ago the conversation in front of the house of destiny.
victimization and signs.
If one goes for that and those butterfly things, and people are placating because they say, "Oh, that's a sign from your son. That's a sign from this and this."
But it's sign from things that they believe in, not you believe in.
Keeps you
It
in.
didn't came from yourself saying this is a sign.
Keeps you in. And I'm like, yeah,
and
yeah.
really seeing the thing.
Keeps you in.
But she did pay attention, because this was a conversation 3 years ago. She had it, like, she does remember that what it had to do. That not happened
She has
to
a
a lot
printout
of
for
people.
it. Everybody has a printout of what's going on. The thing is trying to get a doctor who is a practitioner who works for you
To even look into that. Oh, believe
Not
that that's
believe
when
in
it's
it.
coming.
to scan specifically what you're asking them to do.
What
Not
you're
to
paying
go
them,
through
no.
the repertoire of shit. The word through scanning for all the other stuff, you get sick.
Yeah, because yes, exactly. Because if you're telling them just go straight to the right thyroid, and target that and do this and this and that, they're like, no, but how do you
The
know?
scanner was Sockway. I have it on audio video.
Yeah.
Cousin went to how many fucking things?
It's
Had him to where his kids was taken away because he couldn't walk down the street because they had him on hot meds.
yeah,
Couldn't get a job or nothing.
yeah.
We scanned and showed him this right here going on with his heart, and he was like, damn, cousin, I just left from the hospital and they just said what you just said. And I said, nigga, what the fuck? I've been trying to help you with. We didn't tell you this, you told yourself this.
Exactly.
You got off the meds, they got their kids, they got a place, a car.
That's what I
A
try
job.
telling people. Like, I'm not an endocrinist. I don't understand full terminology of these things, but this comes from you. Take the time to
I'm not
Google.
tarot card reading this shit, man.
No, take the time to Google this shit because it's all
That's what
like
you
a
didn't
walking path.
emphasize and get people to understand. Whenever I listen to you do something, I would step in and say, please.
This comes from you. It don't come from me.
It's not my wife.
Like Gabriel just said, thank you for
It's
the
not the
suggestions.
feather.
I'm like, it's not me suggesting what
It's
the
not the
modality.
feather.
No, it's yourself.
It's not such. You just telephoned yourself and yourself said, what's wrong with you?
Do you wanna acknowledge the conversation, because we just had a
Or
conversation?
do you wish to take some pills and other things like that are going to whack your liver and other things and slow your time domain down? And you're nocebo. And now the echo chamber algorithm and other things like such online are just going to show you a bunch of shit that's going to throw you more out of whack.
Yeah.
And those that are online are going to try to give you such beautiful modalities of help, but yet
There's just such a deeper understanding to certain things that I felt like very little people had come full circle, like understanding what you're talking about, the liver and where the soul sits and how that slows you down, and holistically conceiving the complex construct of the human being. I sent Caleb Happy Father's Day, and he said, "That's you, thank you." I just sent Happy Father's Day. I don't know if he thinks it's, I don't know, you or me, but I just said happy because he's a father. Yeah, and I just texted Farrell to see if I got her permission so I can scan her and give her some new information. Because I like to do that. I don't even want to look at my own scans now.
time keeps on slipping.
do have a baby, we get a scan. I scan a baby. Oh my goodness, you should see this. Yeah. Wow. I've never seen a face like this other than here in the United States, like with the mixedness. He almost has like a girl face. Like so soft, you know what I'm saying? Like just so like the I think it's like he almost like Asianic. Ximena must have like some Japanese in her. Oh my goodness. Tino? They call him Tino? Martino? Tino. Oh my god. Oh, Tino. So cute. Okay, I got this baby I gotta scan. Let's see why the baby's not sleeping.
So you're not going?
Today? No, she said that they were gonna be.
Okay, so I'll hook the trailer back up and
She said that they were gonna be done today. I'm gonna go tomorrow. Okay.
no worries.
Oh, you.
I last was told you got something to do this while I got up this morning, grabbed the water, and the car's parked detached from the trailer, and I'm using electricity and all that
They were
kind
gonna
of stuff.
get done because of heat and whatnot, and gonna get an air conditioner. So.
Trailer back up and all that good stuff. Go grab some more water and finish loading that thing up for today. That thing filled today.
So what I picked up was she had a hormonal imbalance. Yes, all of that, of the decalcification of the bones and calcium in the blood. Picked up. I want to understand if they told her that the tumor is cancerous, because 2 times there in the scan, cancer came up.
Take a power inverter with us. You can do a scan over by the canal if you want.
Yeah.
Non-locality. I mean, we are up here scanning somebody non-locality, but I'm just saying, scanning got to be fixed to here.
Yeah, I'd have to say that that's 100% charge. I need to put.
Non-locality, unified field, fact, not theory. I'm in nowhere.
Best office ever. This compares to your office down there in the canal, huh? With our maybe shit welcome to my office.
Sick. Just gotta build the things around it. People do all those little silliness stuff in town when we have it in a raw. We offer it to people for free, but they don't want it. So we put a price tag to it. And just offer it just like this. What more can you ask for? Yeah, power, Wi-Fi, whatever. Or just have the rawness of the water and the beauty of life around you. People paying lay on flats of quartz, and we got crystals as big as this. All filled up. Move it back so I can get more in there. Boom!
So this is a test procedures, differential blood count. So by doing
Scan on little brother Huxley.
the blood extraction by the
Nephew.
laboratories, these things should come up and they should realize that his body is disequilibrated. That it's like because lymphocytes, large and small, from 100, they'd been.
There's specific tests that they can do for certain things, but yet it's a blanket test, and they would have to go through different things to rule out stuff. The issue is say the test is, how would I say it like earlier? You have the risk of nociving yourself with something that is not wrong with you because of the test being done to rule out everything, to make sure that it's just such. Henceforth, the 3 years of testing of Farrell Johnson, and if it wasn't for Stanford University, they'd still just be like, whatever.
It wouldn't be coming up because they don't get that far, because they don't have it in the procedure.
They don't look into it in such manners. If not, they have not updated their testing and so forth for things. Why it's so hard to help people and people to be able to help themselves in this way. If they're set in a certain tax bracket. ¿Sabe?
Well, because we've been indoctrinated that that's the system. That's it. Like, that's the system. If they don't have it, you don't go outside of it. Like, I don't know. It's like, no, that's one system. You don't need to be part of it. You don't need to accept all of it. You can take some of it, whatever. Whatever fits, like, your protocol, whatever you're doing, but to yourself. Do it yourself. It's coming like dairy product intolerance too. But here's the interesting thing. So blood test procedures. I was doing an allergy test too, but test procedures, blood count, differential blood count.
So
The erythrocytes in men, leukocytes scale, hemoglobin, large mononuclears, myelocytes, all that.
So, Dad Did he actually look into the D-dimer issues and understand what I explained to him that it was his children's?
Not sure. Not sure if he has. I had mentioned it to Gabriel.
But also hers. And you have the two people like that coming together. It's like my brothers, peace be upon them, dad and my mother coming together. Hello? What's the difference between me and my brother?
The dad?
So with me, I only got the expression
Part
of
of the
what my mom has, henceforth my leg and mental development. You know
See.
what happened to my brother? Spinal muscular atrophy. You know
See.
one of Jerry's kids, as they call him. So, you got 10 cents for Jerry's kids? Man, people can't spare shit. They can get high. Anyway. So I was talking about with our youth, the differences of, say, my KELEA from the mothers and in the environment. You have to think of what was going on when those two were made. You understand? My sister's and from him, and then from Huxley. So you're scanning
And then
now.
from the notice that
From
he
Huxley.
comes about, and therefore in the process of development, the internalization of the mom, it really plays a role on the desire and the nurturing of the womb itself, energetically, like the signals that are sent from
That's
the
why I was
brain.
stating you scanning our first grandchild in the womb and seeing the flow, plasma flow from my side, from my mother. You understand?
See.
So on and so forth. Being able to see such as the but then now you're showing and trying to put the same explanation, and I'm saying you cannot do the same observation because with our grandson, you scanned while he was still in the womb in development. Huxley right now is how old? You understand?
A year? If a year?
But I'm just stating, he is outside of the womb, sharing the same miasmic flows as you're stating as the mother is the same with our daughter and grandson, but yet I was stating the observation of the child is different in the womb than it is in the sense of the observation of I'm being held and you and I are talking. You understand? It's completely different. And one should understand that by seeing and having to scan the children that you have now, in between those age ranges of 1 to 5, those that are able to speak with you, and they state what? You just had that happen.
I feel so honored.
Now you can stop that child from being fucked up his whole life if you just give this a little potentiation to that time domain. The person's all his ass. They're trapped in there. You've seen it. Why get frustrated and you say, oh, we can't talk no more, no, we can't do this. You scrunch your face, that's what you were saying to me the other day. When I was illustrating to you, hello, you didn't even wake up and say hello to me. I didn't even wake up to a hello, it was, hey, Heather got this. I'm like, what? Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I guess I got accustomed.
So I said, hold on a minute.
Say hello.
I said, hold on a minute.
Sure.
This would slide easy, but you scan. I got brain trauma. So I'm sorry if I went from 0 to, damn, I didn't even get a hello this morning. And you're fighting with me, and I'm going to you, why are you trying to pick an argument with somebody that got head injury? You keep making fun. You don't want to argue with me, but honey, we argued. We actually argued. We didn't say nothing to each other. I'm feeling like an asshole because of my response, but I'm going, wait a minute. If I had done the same to you, I would still feel like an asshole because I was an asshole in the way that you pointed out to me that, honey, you didn't even wake up and say hello to me. You came with this stuff. Would you not?
Yeah, I had not realized that.
And that's what I was trying to point out to you. I was like, dude, I'm not even trying to talk with you because you're not even hearing. You're telling me, I ain't even trying to talk. I'm not trying to talk. What the fuck? That's why I said, if you heard what I was saying, what is this shit? That's why I come out of my mouth. Oh, well, you're saying that. And I'm saying to you, dude, I don't have the mental capacity right now to explain it to you. You should understand. You just started our conversation out this morning with this like the other day, and I'm trying to explain to you, what is this? This shit right here. Like, stop. Do you now understand? Or can you? Know what I'm saying to you? I'm not asking you for a divorce. I'm asking you fucking, what the fuck is this shit? I don't have the mental capacity right now. You scan insanity and all kind of crazy shit. I'm seeing stuff in my head, seeing stuff in my eye. And I'm saying to you, dude,
I feel like it's
stop, because you're doing like Steve would do to my mom.
For a couple of days.
And my mom, like I'm explaining to her, Mom, I know when you're, as my head is right now, I don't mess with you. My mom thinks that I don't really comprehend, as you've ever heard.
With you. I just feel like it had been building up.
What did I state that you were messing with me, honey? I was just stating, illustrating, as you've seen. My mom has stated that I try to take advantage of her when she is not in mental state. As for 9 days, I have not been in full capacity. Right now, I feel a little bit able to talk with you and say, this is why this happened the other day. I don't feel good about it, but this is what happened, and I'm not understanding how someone who is in their fucking 100% faculties, am I supposed to understanding that they're supposed to be at, and I am not, how it would turn into an argument. How did it get to an argument? When the person that is not at 100% faculties is pointing out this thing for the last 9 days. In different manners that this has happened, where I'm going, what? Hold on a minute. If something's built up, don't take advantage of somebody, as I've been stating for the last 9 days, to try to hammer something home to someone that they doing something. Or you feel they've been doing something to you, as you're saying, it's been building up. I'm going to shut up and let you speak. Just what you were stating, he has something building up. But for 9 days, since the 12th, since the shit happened to me, I'm going, hold on a minute, dude. You're making me feel like I seen in my household as a child where someone's taking advantage of somebody sick, and it's not cool. Not stating that you're taking advantage of me in an improper manner or whatnot. It is, how does somebody in their right faculties, especially what you're doing right now where you're able to scan and you're seeing, does one allow an argument to happen with someone who's not at 100% faculty as you scan? I did not want it to happen, so for me, may I express myself? Not wanting something
it had started with
and
the shower,
pushing
honey.
that way.
What way?
To where one, never mind, dude.
I have no
Again,
intention.
I'm not at 100% faculty. Alright, it's taking me a little bit longer to facilitate the stuff. I'm trying to get it out, what I'm trying to say. And what are you doing this whole time of me trying to do such is shut that down. So you were stating this the other morning had stemmed from a build-up. Continue, please.
I feel like what you got yesterday morning from myself was a reaction from a build-up that has been happening, at least from when I was inside. We had a conversation. I talked to you about the shower, and your expression was that's a waste of time and money. And I said, you've hurt me. And after that, you wanted to keep talking, and I said, Tasa, nothing good is going to come from this.
Please separate the conversation, because the other morning, none of that conversation happened. That was the day before.
No, I know, it's the day before, honey. I said, yesterday morning,
Yes.
you got from myself a response, a reaction to what had been building up
See.
from what initially was one morning prior, 4 days prior,
Yes.
where I had...
Still after where I have a head injury, henceforth me stating,
Yes, you had a head
how
injury.
does someone with 100% faculty get in an argument with someone who is able to scan and see what is going on in the person's brain?
I was done. I was hurt. I couldn't understand. With your brain injury, still, how could you be so, what I perceived mean? But I'm thankful that you're being honest, if that's what you're perceiving at the time, that what I'm doing is a waste of time. Following to that, the sentence was, you told me that I wasted time doing the plasma, and I don't say you wasted time. I don't see it as such. I don't see it as such. I had not said such. All I said from the burn was
What is priorities? Which means what?
Which
and
doesn't
the other
mean
things.
it doesn't mean a waste of time. No. It means address one before jumping to the other, but both have a place. I don't see it as a waste of time. I benefit from it. I don't understand it, and I'm sorry that I don't give you the devolutions that I should be giving you up to my part, what I'm capable of, but I was hurt. I said, I'm sorry. You wanted to keep talking. I said, I'm sorry. I can't. And then that was it. The next morning, the argument was over something else. And then the next morning was yesterday morning. Yes, I'm sorry. You got that. I wish not to be like that. I guess I just get used to, because I don't know, sometimes we give each other. I guess I just got used to not saying good morning, or sometimes I say good morning and I don't get a good morning back, or you say good morning and I don't say good morning back, or whatever. Maybe we can make it a point to be more affectious and I'm sorry that's what you got from me, and I don't want to wish to be perceived as fucking, I don't know, as this horrible, grumpy human being.
Maria, what are you doing right now? You're looking inside of a child's brain, right?
Yeah.
Soul and all that shit, right? You see what's going on with the baby, would you go and fuck with the baby?
But in what manner I was fucking with you? That's
No
what
one's
I don't
saying
get.
that. You were fucking with me.
No, I wouldn't go fuck with actually Fully Tank. I want to help him. I try and help
What
him.
I'm asking you is this
You said
person.
help
Okay, look here.
yourself.
Let me give another example. You scan, same shit. Another time that you seen insanity on a person was my fucking mom. You did a live scan of her and what came out of your mouth, and I asked you, please, why if you would see some stuff like that, would you talk about something that would, the only outcome you're gonna get, because you're literally looking inside the person's brain, is the outcome that happened. And you're mad at that. When the outcome happened because of the words you used. Again, someone at 100% faculty getting pissed off.
When you tell me to
Because
talk to your mom proudly and address the shit.
What the fuck does the stuff you said to my mom had to do with anything that you guys were talking about? Not a motherfucking thing. Stop with the bullshit.
I had scanned her and I was going to talk about the skin, wasn't I?
Wasn't you? Yes, you were, but you never got to. Henceforth, what I'm talking about. But you scanned what you did, and why you never got to talk about the scan was because the shit that you talked about, as I'm looking at you going, why would you say something like that? Because, you know, the outcome of that equation is going to be that right there that you said. change the choice of words. You can use and say what you just said, but you can put it in a different manner, because what other people don't get to fucking understand is you're looking inside a person's brain and you're gonna see what they're gonna respond before. So why be an asshole and make the fucking response be what you fucking seen it's gonna be? As an intelligent, sovereign, 100% conscious fucking person. Hello? This is what I'm... What's making me get frustrated? How hard is this for you to see? Henceforth the 9 days of how do we get into an argument? Of someone going, wait a minute. You scanned what? It's fucked up that the fucking scan didn't get fucking recorded. It was recorded. 3 days of this conversation's the whole shit. Somehow the phone fucks it up. Stop looking at me all fucking stupid. I hate that shit. What the fuck do you scan? The same as my mom. And I'm saying to you, how? If you won't do that to Huxley, why the fuck are you doing it to me is why I'm asking. And not control the fucking subject to where you don't get to the outcome of the equation of I scan this, if I go this way, like D&D, if I go down this way, then I'm going to fall into the pit and die.
I mean, the sequence when I said something about the silver, I had not heard, I was not conscious because I had my face on the top that you had applied silver. I suggested silver that morning, and you turned around and you said, take care of yourself. Right? Remember?
Yes, I'm asking you to take care of yourself.
Okay, I went down into town, I took care of the things that I had to take care of. How am I trying to fuck with you? That's what I don't understand. Yes, I see how you
The
look
argument.
but I'm telling you, the argument got after you.
How do
I
you
felt
get...
like it.
How? If I'm shutting up, how do we get into an argument? If one's faculty is above the other, and the other one is saying, hey, I'm not trying to go that way because you're above me.
Well, wait,
I do not feel...
No way, I'm just trying to
I
be
do not
kind
feel
to each
like
other.
trying to have
Be
a
fucking
debate
kind.
with you.
I'm not trying to have no debate with you.
Or whatnot.
Just be
In
fucking kind.
Oh my God.
That's all I was trying to do. How was I doing in any way anything
You weren't, honey.
that is manhandling you?
You weren't, honey. I'm sorry. I'll just make sure to wear a fucking crash test dummy helmet for now on. I'm sorry. I ain't even bring it up.
No, because that's the way you're perceiving it and the way you see me. And so, from every time we have an interaction, that's the way you're approaching me. And
How? It's right now. Right now I have a fucking what? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about no other time. Have I had a hand injury other than the coma? But I got to be by myself and not experience this shit. Of arguing with somebody about something that about nothing. I'm just talking about nothing. I'm sorry. Forget anything I've talked about.
No, it's hard. It's very hard to forget. Those are the guys that was telling me their home conversations. Close to me that they're recognized mentions. Honey, I don't want to fuck with you. I really don't. I really don't understand at what point is being perceived. I won't understand. So, if I can, if it's in my reach, I can change it. I truly don't understand, other than what you're saying from what I'm telling you, that is it's my reaction of me just talking to you about something without even saying good morning and whatnot. I'm telling you that was myself after a buildup of things that I felt that you were just not being kind. I wasn't attacking you at all. I was being myself, tried to share something, whatever. You give me your response. I'm thankful for it. I appreciate your honesty. I don't feel like I argued over myself. I'm not trying to pick arguments with you at all. But it seems like every time there's a discrepancy or there's something, it goes from 0 to 5,000. Like there's no talking. You know? You just put your headphones on. And like the other day, I was like, okay, you need to tasa. You just put your headphones on. I thought I was trying to express myself, not trying to create an argument at all. But there's no talking. There's just no talking. And I just really don't know how to break that where it's not perceived that there. I don't know. I don't understand. Where is it that I am coming to you like argumentative or wanting to create an argument? Like the other night about watching the plasma, wasn't even 7 o'clock. We had both been on the property all day, yes, but I had not been working towards that, remember? So I get home, I have just done a smoothie.
You get home. You've been home all day, woman. What the fuck? I don't want this bullshit, dude.
See, I've been home, but I was not. It's like me telling you that you've been home all day.
You just tried to say that you just got home.
I
Get
get
home
home
from where,
after
nigga? You fucking
working in the shower.
Working on the shower, which is next to the house.
But I wasn't printing. I wasn't doing label. Do you want
It's
me
not
to
my choice. It's not the fuck you saying like you was gone. You illustrate some shit like it's like you was somewhere, honey.
Oh, just because no,
My
not
God.
that way. Is it you? I just said we were both home all day.
Oh my
But
God.
my attention wasn't. Oh, you know what? This is
My
gonna turn
God,
into something.
10 minutes.
So,
It was 6:51. That's why I stated in the video recording. I'm sorry. It was 6:51. I had 10 minutes before 7 supposed o'clock.
Hey, love,
That
you
out of
10
your
minutes?
mouth.
Cool. We'll be
That out
together
of your
after
mouth,
this.
you said supposedly it was supposed a time for us to talk. So I accidentally stated. I'm
It took
sorry.
me 5 minutes.
That I went underneath the thing.
5 minutes to do the labels.
It took you 5 minutes to do the thing. I could care less that it took 5 minutes for you to do the fucking labels. It took us 20 minutes of fucking arguing after my fucking head injury, as I'm asking you.
Why
how in
the
the
argument?
fuck do we get into an argument, dude?
We're gonna get into a
How
talk.
does somebody in full cognition fucking argue with
why-
someone that is not in their full cognition who is saying to you, I'm not trying to fucking argue with you, and you keep bringing other fucking shit up to try to fucking kindle the fire to where someone keeps fucking arguing. I'm going, dude, I installed my game.
Nobody wanted
Every
to argue
fucking
with
thing
you.
that I was doing that has to do anything with the Wi-Fi, you stated that fucking night, that for 2 weeks at that time, you had been trying to fucking do shit, but I accidentally asked you. 6:50 fucking 1. Before 7 o'clock. We argued. And the night before. Of me trying to show you plasma.
Was about the internet.
The internet. I was trying to show plasma. Am I talking to you?
Okay, I'm sorry. No, it's about.
Am I
me-
saying anything to you?
No, you're not telling me.
I haven't said
It's
nothing
the
to you.
Internet.
The internet is fucked up and I'm not even trying to use the part of the internet that you're using. I'm doing my own connection.
But obviously, every time I use that, it's interferes
How?
with it. So I
How?
turn it
Just
off,
here in the
and you
two...
stop the fuck. I turn it on, and you start the fuck. It's a 2-minute fucking period, and I feel even wasteful for turning on the computer.
Sure. And we do it always at the same time.
It was just a 4-day period.
4 days? Or was it 2 weeks? Because you said 2 weeks, huh?
My internet hasn't been working for 2 weeks. We had this conversation where we were
Have
sitting
we?
next to the
I don't
house.
know, because you just changed it. You just said 2 weeks, now it's 4 days. I'm trying to figure out. I don't got full capacity, so I'm trying to keep up with the person with full capacity who keeps throwing things out there, and when I hold on to something, you get an argument saying, no, it's not that. So was it 2 weeks or 4 days? Hello?
That was a legit 4 to a week.
Damn.
At 7 o'clock.
This is
or
what I'm talking
6:30,
about,
we would
man.
sit on- I
My
would sit on
side,
the
Taza
computer.
Taza. I'm done. With this. I got a fucking faculty for it. Burn out. If you'd like to continue, go ahead.
No, I don't want to continue. Just, no, I said he was trying to bring up fucking tolerance. You know, if it's not 7 o'clock and you can tell me, hey, we're gonna do this, just 5 minutes? Is that what you need, honey? Yeah, just give me 5 fucking minutes.
That's
and I'll
what
be
came out of my
present.
mouth, Maria.
You said Tessa.
Hello?
Why are you getting like that?
No, because I got a fucking head to you whenever when have I not ever fucking just stayed quiet? But this is bullshit, dude. You're saying my fucking words back to me. Well, now would be what I would say to you is, honey, all you had to do was say that. That's what I said to you that motherfucking night, dude. Fuck. This is my fucking exact quote words. Why didn't you just say quote me, honey? I'm quoting your words. Husband, this is the fucking words that came out of your mouth to me. Hey, babe, why don't you just tell me you needed 5 minutes? So I say to you every motherfucking time.
I didn't even get to tell you I gave 5 minutes because I just
Fuck.
did this smoothie, put it down. You were already playing. I had asked you to stop the video so I can do the blender so I wouldn't have the noise. By the time I sat down,
I'm not making no video.
You were playing a video. You were playing a video or something, and I asked you, hey, babe, I'm going to do the blender. Can you pause the video? You were playing already a video, honey. When I sat down, I took I dug half of my smoothie. I drank it up, fucking grabbed the tablet to do the Etsy, and the conversation went fucking... Okay. It was 5 fucking minutes. I didn't even look at the time because I just fucking sat down. Sorry. Yes, I do want to do this. I just had this responsibility that then this shit notifies people that I'm a day late when I shouldn't. So can I just fucking do this real quick? 7 minutes. That's what it took.
Yeah, I did. I stood up and I laid the fuck on the bed. Or no, I laid on the couch. I shut up. I turned all the stuff off that I had attached. I shut down.
There wasn't no need for. I had the internet to do this. That wasn't that day. I had the internet to do that. I had only had to do the labels. You didn't need to go get laid down. You didn't need to shut down the videos. Just had to wait 5 minutes so we could get together.
And do what?
However you perceive, however you perceive what we do when we watch video together. Do you have any water?
It has to be for us. Otherwise, we got a full channel of it right there. It's always me showing you shit. Never you showing me anything or you have interest in it. So I don't know what you get from it other than me showing you that you're annoyed. That's why I just put my shit up. That'll be one of the last videos that I do probably. I put all my things away. It's just boring. I got nobody to talk to or do nothing with. So let's go back to doing other stupid shit. Work. Keep it to myself. I said again.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, I said I'll get wet before we leave. I wasn't going to jump in the water now.
You don't have to jump in the water, huh? I didn't say you had to jump in the water at all, dude.
Do you need water?
No, I don't need water. I got this right here.
Okay, because I got water.
Yeah, I'll just...
I said I'll get them, yeah. Have we left yet?
Yes, I didn't say we was leaving. You asked me if we got water, right? To me, it's just interesting. You got a bottle right here, 3 of them. You walked through the car to get this.
Because it was cold. It's cold. It's cold.
It's cold. It's
I
warmer.
took it from... No,
It's warmer than that water right there that's running next to you.
yeah, and I took it from the refrigerator. I didn't want it to get more hot, so I went and grabbed the water that I brought for myself.
What refrigerator, honey? We've been here for long enough that the tank has been full. We've been talking for about half an hour since the tank has been done. It's 1 o'clock. Yes. Never mind.
I don't understand. I really don't understand. Yeah, my choices are interesting. I guess.
Stop. Hear what I'm saying to you. Maria, you're saying this is colder than the water right there because you got it out of the refrigerator 2 fucking hours ago. It's been sitting in the sun. In the car. This is cold. This is warm. That right there is that you're putting in the water is colder. I'm not trying to have an argument with you. All I was just stating to you, it was just interesting that you walked. It's the same water. But if you feel that, that's cold. And this is not cold, as if it was from the refrigerators you stated, but it's like 1 o'clock. We came over here at 11. That's all I was stating. I'm not trying to fight with you. I was just saying, honey, you said this was cold. You got out of the refrigerator. You just walked over to the car to get it. The canal was less than 2 feet from you, and it's cold running. Colder than this that you stated is as cold as a refrigerator that you got it from. Why I was looking at you strange is the ice pack that I'm hitting that's right here that has ice blocks and ice water that is solid out of the freezer and refrigerator. The only thing coldest next to it is that water flowing right there.
I'm not arguing on the coldness of the water.
One stated you got that from the refrigerator.
Cold water.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go get the water that I had.
Yes, babe, sure.
So I'm gonna
sure
that when in 2 hours and I go to the car, it's not hot water.
Sure, babe, but that was 2 hours ago. You would get it out of the car when we first got here at 11. Not right now.
Yeah, ideally I didn't.
In state.
But it's still cold, so I can drink it.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Our minds work differently. I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking. Was this?
I'm not even arguing on the coldness of the water. Of course, this water it's cold.
But yeah, this is better because you got it out of the refrigerator 2 hours ago.
Yes, it's better. Who said better? Just because I use the term cold, it don't mean it's better. Really?
I don't know. It must be.
I'm not
You
very
expenditured
English,
more
really
energy. You expenditured more energy of your action and verb to walk to the car barefooted. You what? That's what? How far to go there? To go from there to there is how much energy to get this, and how much energy is to get that. You're getting it to refresh yourself, which means you want something refreshing and cool. Stop for a long. I'm stopping. Minds work differently. 2 more loads and that 1500 to be full. I'll try to do that today. Fucking wasting ass time. Now they offload. 2 more of those. And then grab a third. So we're sitting on the utility load. Get the 2500 moved over. Get the plugs for it. Start getting it filled. 1,300 gallons in that container. 2 more loads. I'll come back and grab one just for the utility. And I need the plugs for the 2,500. Get it set up, map out my piping system, and whether it be solar and integrated with hydrogen pump like this, and so forth. Solar collectors and fresh water, self-return fresh water, and solar collectors for gray water and so forth. Talk there. Happy Father's Day. We still got quite a bit of light left. Offload this. And grab another. And grab another. And get the 2,500 situated over there. Okay. Transferring the last one right now. Gonna go to the store. Pick up a couple things. Come back, grab some more water. Set up the grounds for the 2,500. Start filling it up. Start the clearing area for the pond. Crazy. I didn't drop that much water out the thing. It was filled over to the 250 mark. I'm gonna put 6 of them some bitches in here. Water levels right here. Yeah, you gotta wait and flow for these guys. Water levels right there. Fill this thing all the way up, put a cap on it, and so forth. Do the same with the other. Get plasma going in it. Up there. Somewhere. So, the agate pieces that I showed you that I had in my medicine pouch that I gave your mom, the hold, those come from Patrick's Point from that trip. Do you understand? Forgot to tell sister that. I go, I still got crystals from that trip. And that we went to the crystal shop that took the shop over. So I was trying to say to her, my track back wasn't because of bad stuff. It's been a beautiful breadcrumb journey as well.
Yeah. Seeing the potential. Coming back to it. Not as a hiding spot, but as a growing spot. See, huh? Hey, Mama.
I've never heard you talk like that before. That's the environment and so forth. But if you wish to know, as you stated, you wanted to know how I am, or was when I was a kid. The sister and a couple other sisters from up here, they know me. know me from before Michaela and during, in between my writings and so forth and other stuff. But my writings, as you know, are my drawings, and my drawings, as you know, is my work forever. Interesting enough to have what's going on with my body happening because of inhaling heavy metals and so forth from the solar panel. We have similar issues going on with her. Thyroid, mine being sped up from the zinc ions and other things from the cadmium being stripped out.
Let's see.
It's like the reverse of that is what she was describing.
I'm just here.
Her stating her spouse, or the person she was with, trying to change her.
Oh, well, I didn't get the personal part.
After 40 years and going, hey, you know, it's a little bit different, but her stating that he didn't get to speak anything. If it wasn't that person's way, then it was no way.
Oh.
And myself, it's like that sometimes, like with this stuff, but until I flip out and say, you know, just for this little part right here, just do it like this, please. You know what I'm saying? So I can get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a time for everything.
I don't know. If that inference would be the same for such, but I was stating to her, this is what happened to me. Why? But remember, we shared the interstitial, but you went into the ocean. Out of the 10 of us on that trip, you did. Wake up to that.
Yeah, hold on to that person that washed herself in the ocean. I know the one that came back, you know.
You understand?
Coming back to what you came back to. Remember yourself.
There's 10 of us. We went from Marysville High School in Suburban, traveling up down the coast, camping. And the only person to ever get in the ocean the whole trip was her.
Oh, no, because that's what you're there for.
Huh?
That's what you're there for. You came to the ocean. Get in the fucking ocean.
I wanted to say to her, now you weren't the only person to get in the water though, because I got in the water when I took that bong. I took a bong hit of herb in the Ill River and passed out from the not being acclimated to the climate, and so the altitude, not climate.
Appination, like appinated.
Yeah, I straight passed out of hills when I dropped my CD player and shit in the water. Everything. I thought I was all driving. It was me, her, Willow, Darcy, and Mikey. We crossed the street real quick. From across the street where the what the hell is it? The grandfather tree is? Campground? Grandfather tree campground?
Uh-huh.
I had a little tiki ceramic bong like this big. Yeah. Bring like a quarter pound trip. Yeah. Hit that shit and pass out. Fell in the water. I ain't getting the water for the rest of the trip. I was pissed.
Oh, no.
I don't know why anyone else didn't get in the water. That and I wrote everything that was going on. And watching everybody. That was the fastest I ever run where I ended up running. This was hella funny. We were all sitting on the top of that cliff thing, and I stupidly tried running down and shit, and I've never ran so fast in my life to where I flipped forward. Have you ever done that, running down a sand dune? This shit is so steep.
You get so ahead of your own head.
Yeah, this shit. The picture of me in the dirt, or the sand, I should say, with my hair spiked up. That was sister and Darcy. It's made me look like that. careful with our writing. Because all of us got our stuff published. But, like I said, I don't know why no one else got in the water. I know I didn't. But everybody else had their own thing. There was only one brother from town. Everybody else was from here up the mountain. It was like the Breakfast Club type shit. You had a mixed group of older kids mixed with younger kids, but it was just us three guys and all sisters. No one tried to have sex with each other. We just appreciated each other and our writings and so forth. And hanging out.
That's healthy.
We did it here and we did it on the thing. Indian Education sponsored into this, all the stuff. Took us to all the different wood mills and other things, showed us the wood as it was getting cut, and we saw the devastation and different things. It was really interesting different perspective. Is what set my course of being an activist and being shot at the WTO riots and so forth in '97 and everything, because I was like, oh. Talking with Ted about changing stuff at the mill to be more ergonomic and blah blah blah, and saying you're stupid. Smoked so much of that weed, and I was like, no, dude, I just came from.
Hold on, we got to touch it. Why did Erica didn't go?
Huh? She ain't right. It was a poetry trip for people that were getting poetry and writing, honey. Something I ain't done in years. That I used to do when we got together, as you used to see. Like my music. People that had, she didn't do writing like that.
Yeah.
And it was for writing for people that had their stuff getting published. Had their stuff published in the school and newspapers and stuff. I made a book of her writing. Darcy had sent me a copy of mine years ago. The computer at the Pearsons got the original stuff. Fully taught myself organizing systems. Inference 1,000 of my friends and talking with them. Talking like now. I'm saying, man, what happened?
It looked like her sister went through something. Some stuff. You guys were talking about the throat chakra and opening the. Come on.
Yeah. So where's all the other stuff going? That's what I want to know. The United States dropped to 20, India's in Iraq. What is going on with the analytics? Bump it down to like fucking TVs or what? What the Keish folks and them doing? Well, I thought the space program and all that, Pinnacle and all that, how they got a messed up thing. Interesting. That was an aircraft carrier, and all of a sudden there was a thing like that. Somebody's testing soft nukes, aircraft destroyers, and so forth. They're preparing for war. And nighttime news was wondering, what the hell are you going to? You say you can't fly helicopters in there, okay? But that was an aircraft carrier, as that gentleman described, and a big explosion like that. Somebody's gearing up to stop somebody. It takes a couple years to build one of them aircraft carriers. But a couple of them things to knock out like that. Ooh. Interesting. Let's see what they're talking about. That's crazy. So it is smack every one of them boats. One of them big ass bombs. To see if it's battle ready. All the life and shit that gets impacted by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
For every boat for like generations. They've been doing it.
And people are getting that too, besides the life in the water.
I mean, God goodness. No wonder the water and everything is all fucked up around everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, damn. It's just, that's, wow. Let's see if the thing is battle ready. Okay, the boat made it. You got people on that thing? I mean, shit. I mean, what's the point if the boat can fucking keep going through some shit like that? It's not like I'm gonna be standing on the outside of this shit and I can make it through it. Or I can be on the inside of it. And I can make it through that blast. That's just gonna kill me through cavitation, dude. Just like it's gonna be the air bladder in the fish. I'm just a pile driver doing some shit like that, dude.
Right?
My eardrums and brain is going.
Seriously, who would they have in it in a possible scenario?
That's the thing is they haven't done that since a long time ago. So they got no idea all I can do is run a simulation. Unless they put in sheep and shit on there still. Otherwise, back in the day, they used to use people and sheep. But not on direct blast like that so much. But they did see. That's right here recent. And they ain't got no people on there. Supposed to. Not have no people on there.
No, but in a real life scenario they would. So would the people survive?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But back in the day when they used to do soft nukes and shit like that, they used to have people on there and test nukes. Your ass is on the ship outside the ring on there, burning up for radiation. Just like when they did it on ground. And stand behind that cardboard thing over there, dumbass. Put this shit on when you see the light flash. Tell us how you feel.
Somebody's gotta be the control group, right?
Yeah. Henceforth alluvial sand. Impression underwater nukes. You see it. If you ever watched the old film. It looks like the macro shots that I got in my millennium. Crazy thing. The sand doesn't like, or the water doesn't like to be compressed, so it turns this interesting black sheet. Transmutation. You get alluvial sand from it, from nuke.
Jesus, fabulous compliment.
This is hilarious. You see this? It's crazy. Huh? What do you mean? You've forgotten that the man is in prison for the charges they got him
No,
on.
it's crazy that at the time the man is making a video.
Talking about this, where he had everybody. That's why I stopped eating the Jello Pop stuff and all that. Dude, I used to eat this stuff because fucking like, because of him.
I know that backstory because they kind of leave me for
1984, I'm 4 years old right here. You're not even thought of, kid. He started doing Jello Pops and stuff up until they did the sex charges against him. He was still the Jello Pops when we first got together. He was still doing those commercials on TV. From this time, before you were on this earth, in this form, he's been around kid shows, and the Jello chocolate pudding.
Yeah. The ones that people put in the lunchbox for the kids.
That's right there. It's their spokesman. Since I was a little kid, up until that time when I said, I used to eat it and it sucked. I was like, well, interesting. For, oh boy, y'all gotta watch this. I don't want to get copyright, so, but it's like the old, like, school super villain that tells on himself or says his plot, and they're like, why weren't anybody paying attention? It's like the dude from Subway.
It's just so bluntly in your face.
Yeah. How could you not pay attention? It's like this Olympic swimmers and everybody. Is this in your face?
It's too much. It's way too fucking much. Everybody knows.
The ecosystem. Let's see. The other day they had me down to 600. See if we're at 500 or if we even got a view on the channel. These fucking people. Sad. 608. Wow. I got another subscriber minus. Please, these people that are fucking with my channel and shit, go the fuck away. But y'all have knocked my views every day down. It's sad and sick. You guys just keep taking my stuff. I straight took him 20%. Wow. Knock the fucking things down into there. 5,000. Looks like 12,000 to me, but we're only going to show you how much? They've completely taken out Iraq, or America, and India. Fucking Iraq is up to 3.5. 4 to 6.8. Let's keep it tagging my channel. Why? Fucking computer is the other or what? So I still have 117. What's the first? What is the point of this shit? What is the point? Just keep blocking stuff. No one gets to see anything. The fuck do I talk about these shit these books are doing? It's my fucking channel, dude. It's like, what the fuck, man? The fuck do I talk to somebody? Me dousing in sin. Protecting our grandbaby. Let the kids know if they got a little girl or a boy. Crazy. Keep getting more and more followers on Fakebook as they keep taking away my stuff on Yousteal. See how many people have seen this video. L.E.N.R transmutation. None supposedly when it's in the top of all my videos. Like, how is this blocked? Last time I looked at this, it was at 131. 2 weeks ago. This is in the top of the descriptions of all my videos. Crazy.
With the other person. This is what we generated in 2 days. I took a screenshot and I was like, there's no coupons being used. Like, I just don't know. I was like, this is hella awkward. I never had this happen to me since I started, working like with this. And she was like, Maria, I noticed that she has her own Etsy store herself, and she was like, I noticed that my sales have declined. I'm opening my own website, and then I started googling like Etsy sales declining and shit, to see if like Etsy's sabotaging us or what. Because I was like, honestly, I paid an ad last month of $40. Like didn't got paid because I took it down because the budget wasn't being used, but because people weren't being seen. 50 people got to see $40 budget that was supposed to get like 15,000 people, and no clicks, no one click. It got views, but no one click. And I ended up telling her like, hey, I'm so sorry. And she's like, I understand. I think that something's happening. Like, she's like, I'm not getting the exposure that I'm getting. Like, of 150,000 people, 86 liked the post that she did, not one
Look here.
in it to come or even and then purchase, not one use the code. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But
It's a hoodwink takeover.
just corporates.
It's a hoodwink takeover. They don't want nobody seeing nothing.
Oh,
They gotta open their minds.
it's just what they want to sell them.
This algorithm's taking over everything. People need to wake up. That's what I was trying to explain in 97. We're at that point now. The whole reason why the stock market crash happened in 2008, because the damn algorithm. We're back at that. The whole reason why we're in consuming, we can't fucking fulfill the supposed needs of the earth is because the algorithm says that we can't. Because the algorithm says that you gotta keep consuming. If you go on that algorithm, yeah, we don't have enough to sustain. But anyhow. I'll be right back as fast as I can be.
Fucking communities are they trying to build and shit? How people not realizing, like you see people now doing more in persona videos and shit instead of trying to sell stuff, because apparently like the algorithm of products and stuff. So you see people now like getting on and doing videos, you know, like, hey, I just wanted you guys to see my face because it's been a while. And it's like, okay, your traffic dropped, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Before she said anything about her own traffic, I knew her traffic, or something had happened because she had put a 2-minute video doing that shit. And then I was like, you know, I feel like odd saying this, but dude, like something's going on. I was like, have you noticed anything? You know, and she opened up. But then it's like, these people that are supposed to get in like 150,000, how did you get to have that exposure? And I feel odd coming with a conspiracy theory of being like,
Don't feel odd. Because you had to ask the person and be real about it.
no,
An adult talk of, when you started this, were you about the money or not the money? It's that simple. My channel I have made for kids, so I don't want it monetized. I don't care about monetization. I just want the information out. Understand that. Someone else, they want their stuff clicked on, monetized, and so forth because you get revenue. I care less about that. I want it out. I get annoyed by ads. Why I put my stuff made for kids unless we've been talking and there's cuss words in it, I have to put it as an adult. Even though the kids listen to music worse than our fucking conversations. You understand?
Yeah.
Understand what I'm...
The traffic, I'm just making reference to the clicks because of the amount of exposition that one gets. Like, the only way of measuring like how much reach there is for the traffic to be brought to. But I understand that it's not about the monetization.
Yes, it is, because how do you get to 150,000? They put...
Posts.
Never mind.
I was gonna tell you what they post.
What does she post, honey?
Memes, like
Sweet.
quotes.
You know how important that is to a lot of people?
Yeah.
Memes and quotes is
Life.
fucking important as shit. That's just... Never mind. See you when I get back, honey. Sorry, get there. Grab the water. Come back faster. You can go do what you're doing. Been up for an hour and a half. Hour and 40 minutes now. Coming up another one of these guys. I'm still confused on how 6 of these goes up to here. They get a little spillage out because I'm on a hillside. But it's up to 250 past that. I'll 6 of these in at 1500 and I'll fill it all the way up. I'm gonna throw another one in there and come back and fill this up and then level the ground out for the 2500. So forth. Crazy. Probably gonna be doing stuff helping folks and I'll be getting what I need done. Fire abatement on the property. Figure out what the hell's going on with our cells, so forth online. They're blocking out everything. It's crazy. 13 videos to upload to get this up to date on the channel. I noticed the videos that I have in my titles and so forth are not being seen, so screen recorded and put them up. Talk beer. Get the information out there for the kids, and I gotta focus on doing stuff, getting everything built and prepared, and do some videos here and there. Otherwise, this shadow blocking is wearing me out. But things will be documented to see. People will be able to see it at all. I don't know if it's taking a picture or not. 9 days after having 4th and 5th degree burns. Cognition is recovering still. Top here. 7th one full. Put in there 250. I don't know, I never put 7 quarters in the game. It only cost $1.50. We'll see. Transfer this over. Grab another load if I got time for well it needs to go. Top here. Good old quietness. Solar energy transfer. And that was a full tank. I heard the 7th one going in. We were there yesterday after 4 or 6. It should be full. I would think, but I need to get the cap for this, cap for the top, same for the other, so I can fill it all the way completely up. Really old horse today. Charging up the battery, running the pump, doing the freezer and so forth, as it normally does. And it's got a 0.5 kilowatt. And this is our basically. Almost full. Get the cap. And this cap, where I can fill it all the way up. I think that's be over 1,500. Take 6 of these 250s, like 280. Plus that much out of a 7. You get to this. Interesting. So it's gonna take me 11 trips to 10.5 trips to fill that all the way up to probably 11. So I have the cap for the top, and that's where I can fill it all the way up. This one probably take 6.5. And now it's taking like 260, 175. Fill this thing back up. Plasma GANS skill. Fire back. All filled up. And a cap on the top. Fill it up more. Top there. See if I can fix this little duty. Got cracked. Brother glue it and duct tape it. Wow. So, electrifying this guy. Have its own controller and channel. These guys, two big tanks are getting tied in. Have their own controllers and panels. They'll be tied into the other big 24-volt bank. Besides hydrogen and also gasoline power pump. Same with this. We're running electricity for now. Be either hydrogen or just electricity. Structure, make plasma, or just to move it, or all of the above, and more of in line. So, we have solar batteries, but for right now I got a spare car battery, got a couple of the solar arrays like I was saying. We're gonna use this guy on. Be switching out from these 9.5 amp 290 to 1100 gallon an hour. I don't have the TV enrolled. Just getting some light. So it's 7 amp. Interesting. So 9.5. Or below. And roll the panel. Remember, these things are supposed to be 5.7 amps, but I was getting 15.5. That's that guy in Morpheus. Here's the motor on it faster. Battery's diving as well. 24 volt PV. 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. Those solar give out way more than 5.7 amps. EV13. No more gas. Unless I do hydrogen. So I have that power there. So 7.7. So we got to bring this guy up to a full capacity. I'll let this run. So 330. Be able to see the schematics on it. So it's doing 158 watts. This is what it's produced so far. And that's the load so far. A lot better than hearing that. I'll have to put a baffle and so forth on hydrogen in it because it sounds. I just don't like that sound. Same like these, the other pumps. and then reprogramming the water with magnets to restructure it, because they've either been centrifugal or pushed or compressed or cavitated. You got to take that out of the pneumatic. And also with the bigger pressure system like such, you kickstart and you have a closed loop system hydro plant. Start with solar or run with hydrogen to get going and so forth. Getting a lot of clouds. Everybody be out safe out there. You're going to be hitting somebody with this as a weapon. Accumulating it. It's going that way. So, northwest. I don't mind that. I'm going to drink a boil of mine hearing this, because you won't be able to hear it over the other water when we're down there. We're spending the day at the water collecting water, especially for when we're doing that guy. That's going to be like 10 trips or so. I got talking with her about putting a second tank on this. Doing this would be a lot quieter. She's grabbing the other pump motors that take less power. This will run such, and when the other solar batteries get here, so on and so forth, it'll be on MC4 cable and all that. Either be 24 volt, 24 volt. I'm debating on 24 if I'll do 12 volt on this. I got enough line to where I can put the panel all the way up where the other panels are. And the same with the connector, or if I needed to extend down to the water, have enough extension. Nice closed loop system. Use several of these, filtering water, solar structurizing, solar